My name is Damon Evans. I've been attending Oasis for a little over a year. I believe in miracles. I have some experiences in my life that were described as miracles by my doctors. The first was 8 years ago when I had valley fever meningitis, which put a living fungus, in my brain that is there at this very moment. That particular disease has a 95% mortality rate. And my doctor at that time said it's a miracle that not only did I survive it, but that I came out of that without any permanent damage, though it did take about a year for me to fully recover. The next was unrelated, except for that it was also in my brain, and I had blood clots in my brain and gave me a massive stroke, which paralyzed half of my body, and I had to go to emergency brain surgery for that. The outcome of that was the surgeon coming out to the waiting room to tell my loved ones after 4 hours in surgery that I probably wouldn't wake up from the surgery, and if I did, I'd have significant disabilities. And once again, came through that with no permanent damage except for a little paralysis in one hand and some blindness in my one eye. But one of the weird things about encountering miracles like this is that people like to say to you that if God has saved you by some miracle, that he must have something really special in store for you, or you might be special. And for me, that was too much of my focus at the beginning. It was like, well, why? What is my big purpose, my big calling? In retrospect, I've learned that it's not about me. It's always about just God and his glory. And he chose to glorify himself in these two miracles in my life. And my response to that needs to be faithfulness. God has been so faithful to me, and I think that that was the ultimate point that he was trying to teach me, was that I can trust him. So I try and adopt the philosophy that comes from in Daniel chapter 2, when the fellas are being thrown into the fiery furnace, and they say, we believe God can deliver us from this, but if not, we will still worship him. And that's such a beautiful place to be, and one that I'm striving to get to, and these experiences have helped me a lot to just trust that I'm good with God's plan. I can trust God's plan. If you're in a situation where you are praying for a miracle, hoping for a miracle, the beautiful thing is God has asked us to make our requests known to him, so do that, and do that with hope and belief and faith and expectation and anticipation. But at the same time, have that but if not mindset, because he is God, he is good, and you can trust him.